The irony is not lost on me. We grew up thinking farming was a poor man's job. Yes, we did. The image in our heads was always the same: an old man with grey hair, worn out gumboots planting potatoes at the back of his garden. For those that do not know me, my name is Timothy and I run a WhatsApp group for the Black Diaspora, a place where we study the moves the world makes around us. Every day, we break down global shifts, political patterns, and the power play shaping black futures everywhere. We also host a Zoom meeting every last Friday of the month. Both links are in the bio. Farming was something you escaped from. Then foreign companies showed up. They bought large chunks of land in our neighborhoods and in our backyards. They planted tea, they planted coffee, and they planted cocoa. Then they shipped it back home and turned it into Nescafe, chai tea, and chocolate. And when they brought these products back, they sold them to us at exorbitant prices. Now here's the funny part. We do love these brands. We associate them with class, with success, with making it. If you're drinking imported tea or chocolate right now, there's a quiet status attached to it. And listen, I'm not mad at you for that. You earned your money. Please drink what you want. But here's the question. Why are you only drinking the tea and not making it? Why aren't you making the tea? Why are you buying the cocoa and not processing it? Why aren't you processing the cocoa? Why are you importing tomato sauce when the tomatoes are growing in your own backyard? Why? Why is the money always being made somewhere else, on land that looks exactly like yours? Come on, we can see the results. We see the cars these companies drive. We see the planes they own. We see the profits this value chain creates. And still, we hold on to this idea, this notion, that farming is for poor people. Meanwhile, the most expensive products in any supermarket, they all start on a farm. Nescafe doesn't come from Europe. It comes from a farm. Tea doesn't come from a factory. It comes from leaves in your backyard. Chocolate doesn't start in Switzerland. It starts in cocoa pods grown in Africa. The wealth is not in the soil alone. The wealth is in what you do after harvesting. So let's be honest about what the real problem is. Africa does not lack farmers. Africa lacks value capture. We like to export raw, they export finished. We sell produce, they sell brands. We do all the hard work, they do all the profitable work. So here's the question. How do we counter this? 1, we have to stop treating farming as the end. Farming is not the business. I repeat, farming is not the business. Processing is the business. If you grow tea, the goal is not leaves. The goal is packaged tea. If you grow cocoa, the goal is not the beans. The goal is butter, powder, and the chocolate. Raw export should be the exception, not the default. 2, we have to build African brands, not just farms. Cooperatives protect farmers, and that's good, but brands are the ones that create wealth. Africa doesn't need charity labels, it needs desirable brands people want to buy. I'm talking about good packaging, clear identity, pride in the origin. We don't want the Help Africa labels that they like to associate with us. No, we want labels that say this is excellent. And then 3, we have to start with the diaspora. The diaspora already wants these products. They want tea from home. They want coffee from home. They want chocolate from home. They already trust African stories and they are willing to pay premium prices for it. So sell to them first, build the consistency, and then scale. 4, governments have to use policy with intention. Every country in the world that has industrialized has done this. Tax raw exports differently, incentivize local processing, and protect early stage producers. This is not radical stuff. This is historical stuff. Everybody has been doing this. 5, we have to kill the myth that Africans don't do quality, that Africans can't package well, that Africans can't compete. That myth is psychological, not technical. And once it dies, the money will stay at home. Look, as long as Africa is just a farm, someone else will always be the brand. And brands are where empires are built. So I'll leave you with this question. If the most expensive products in the world start on farms, why are we still treating farming like a poor man's job? Let's move.